What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Extreme 843. Today we are doing
Firefight. Defend this area at all costs, Spartan.
Today is going to be this is the start of my new series, which is called Challenge Friday. And basically, what it is every week I'll be doing a challenge, and I'll be posting it up on YouTube. And I will post some stuff in addition to that week. But anyways, this week's challenge is to go through the Halo Reach Anniversary Firefight on Legendary without shooting, which means I can grenade, melee, or assassinate. I can do any of that stuff just as long as I don't fire a bullet. And I tried to make it a no deaths. Anyways, what you have grunts, shield jackals, and jackal marksmen, I like to call them. Your biggest threats are the jackal marksmen with focus rifles. The ones with needle rifles aren't that bad. And we obviously know that the grunts and shield jackals, we obviously know they're not a worry. Even the ones with field guns, they can be kind of a worry, but they're not as big of a worry as the focus rifles. I tried to make it a no deaths run, but that did not happen. So in this video, in the little clip that I pre-made before showing this for you guys, you will be seeing deaths. And that's what the first wave. The first wave is usually grunts, shield jackals, and jackal marksmen. Like I said, the jackal marksmen with focus rifles are your biggest threats. Sweet triple kill right there. Now when enemies are coming around that corner where I just was, where I made like that shield jackal, I like to hide right this corner, use my motion tracker, and I like to hide in the corner. Every once in a while I'll peek up to see where they're coming out of, and then as soon as I see them coming, I'll just melee them. Right there, I tried to assassinate that grunt, but he turned around. So, I'm going to talk to you guys more about... Oh, here comes reinforcements. But, like, I will be posting additional stuff to my channel. Like, some challenging stuff. But you should expect something every Friday. Now, the second wave of enemies the second enemies will be the same, but the only difference is that you'll have to face 2 hunters. Now, I should just note this real fast, but since we are not shooting guns, I did boost my melee power. I did boost it just a tiny little bit, so it's at 150 instead of 1. I tried it with 300, but that seemed too easy. So I just brought it to 150, which is 50% more than your normal. Now the jackal's trying to divide. Ooh, assassination. Now it's kind of rare to get shot while you're assassinating an enemy, which is why I always like to try and find someone to assassinate as fast as I can. Now, like I said, the hunters aren't a big deal. It's the jackal marksman focus riflers that you're worried about. The hunters aren't that big of a worry. And as you saw at the beginning, I have my sprint ability. So what you want to try and do is get rid of the focus rifle jackal marksman as best you can. Now in Halo Reach, they don't have jackal snipers. Oh, and there's a hunter. So I hid back in the cover real fast. I went down to grab this health pack because I knew it was going to be a big fight between me and the hunter. And there's a hunter behind me. Now it takes about two to four melees to kill a hunter. That's 3 right there. 1, 2. There we go. I'm not sure how many melees it takes with you can get really unlucky and have to hit the hunters more times. Now I chucked the plasma. People are gonna wonder why I chucked that plasma right there. But if you saw it before, but I checked right around the corner and I saw 2 shield jackals coming to me. So what I did is I chucked the plasma right at where the plasma pistol is, because I knew that they're gonna try and pass by there. Now this is the next wave of enemies. The next wave of enemies will usually have elites. I'm not sure. I think they're called elite heroes. But you'll be facing them. But you'll be facing elites here. Your big threat. Now some people are gonna think that all the elites are threatening. Well, honestly, you only have one problem here, and those are elites with plasma launchers, which are the guns that shoot plasma grenades, almost like the grenade launcher that we use in Tip of the Spear on Halo Reach. And easy assassination. He did not even see it coming. I like how his mask just like flew towards me. And Elite Killer 69. Oh jeez, a kamikaze grunt. Oh god. Now here we have these 2 guys. So a good strategy to use is to, if there's a kamikaze gun coming at you, try and find an enemy that's close by, stop there, and then get out of there, because when they catch up to you, they'll explode. I missed that hit, and hey! And there is an elite with the plasma launcher right there. They are your biggest threats. So what I like to do is circle around. Oh, we have a grunt with... Oh, hey, it's a grunt with a field rod gun. They're not too threatening. I mean, they're threatening, and they have killed me, and that grunt stuck me. That's why we died there. Now it's a 10-second respawn, and we're respawning. I like to respawn to this area. You can pick where you respawn, but I like to respawn here because sometimes you can get in the front. If you spawn here, sometimes you can get a 1-up on these guys. And so I like to respawn there. And sometimes this area will be clustered. Oh. Now here comes the next wave of enemies. And this time you'll be facing brute captains and chieftains with brute captain with hammers. Now sometimes if they spawn over there, sometimes they'll come up this lift here. Now you can actually melee them as they get off the lift or while they're in the air, like this. Boom, like just like that. Here comes the third grunt, and hello. Now right there is a brute captain with a hammer right in the corner of my eye. There he is. Now I tried to stick him, but there's two problems with that. One, this one went over, and two, if you try or if you do, he'll usually go into armor lock, which will stop the grenade. And ooh, that is a grunt specialist. So you can tell by their weird face-looking methane masks. And there's a grunt, and thank you, brute. You just gave me a white, like right there. I saw like a weird face. And boom. Dude, we just got a triple kill with melees. That's kind of easy if you have a ton of enemies around you. Now, brute captains go down in one melee to the front or the back. I prefer the back for the automatic kill. And grunts can hold plasma launchers too.
Double kill.
And if you couldn't tell, and I forgot to mention this, but we also have more shields instead of just having the standard shield, just because we're going to be coming up close to enemies, so I thought that we should have more shields to help a little bit. Just like we boosted up our melee power a little bit. Now I didn't give myself infinite ammo. And there's the hammer guy. Stop. Hammer time. Now, I almost shot that grunt there. I almost pushed the right trigger there. And right there we have one more grunt. Just don't turn around. Oh, he turned around. Now, when you hear that music, that means you're going to be on the last spirit of the round. The spirits here contain grunts and elites. Now you'll be facing elite rangers and elite generals. The main threats here are the elite general with the energy sword, and there he is right there. The elite generals are yellow. The elite rangers are white with jetpacks. And over there they have plasma cannons, fuel rod guns, and energy swords. There's the guy with the energy sword. Now I'm trying to lure him close to me so I can go ahead and try and assassinate him. Now I try and bring him up here so I can try and assassinate him. But yeah, I don't want to get killed by the fuel rod gun, guys. I just want a safe shot at the elite. And this gun's just shooting my body. But what he doesn't know is that I'm nearly behind him. And easy assassination. And there's the sword elite. Now I tried to assassinate him here. And I tried jumping over it, but yet that didn't work. And I should have just stayed around his back. But I thought he was going to turn around, which is why I went back to the front of him. Because I thought he was going to turn and look that way. And oh, he stuck me, but we live. That's because of the extra shields. Now we're getting to part 2. That is an elite ranger. Now this is going to be the end. Now this is going to be the end right here, because Bye. I'll see you in part 2.